Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin, and today we are talking about the new drivers from the folks at TaylorMade. You've heard about them. You've probably seen them. Let's hear from the man behind them. That's Brian Basil, Vice President of New Product Creation. Brian, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you bet, Ralph. Always enjoy it.
M3 and M4 bring a whole new technology to the golf club, and it starts really with the face.
It does, yeah. The excitement on the players on tour and now in the market is twist face. And twist face is a completely new curvature to the face of both the M3 and the M4 drivers. It really was born out of our research and how we've studied golfers and their swings and their misses and how the clubs are reacting. We have so much access to devices and that are refined and the accuracy is so good that now we can tell what golfers are doing in the golfing environment.
Right.
And we've tweaked this face curvature to account for the misses to create straighter and longer shots.
And basically it's an outgrowth of what had been a very successful concept in bulge and roll, and it's just making it even more modern.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, bulge and roll has been around for over 100 years. It was revolutionary of its time, but now with what we have today, we're in a different era, and what we have access to is led us to this twist face. It really started over 3.5 years ago for us when we saw the problem. And for me as a product creator, the light bulbs are going off and going, hey, this is going to change the game. And I think we're at that moment where we're changing it.
And when you talk about the M3, we'll start there with the adjustable weighting, but it's not about the adjustable weighting, it really is about the design that allows the weights to do their job better.
Well, yeah, there's so much going on in the M3. The carbon fiber, this 5-layer carbon fiber now, the thinnest in golf, and we've carved out enough weight to create a whole new track, the Y track, and to actually open it up so the weights can move throughout, which we've never had before. So 22 grams of weight to shift throughout, unscrew it's over 1,000 combinations, which is a little intimidating, but it's very simple when you look at it low, high, draw, fade. It's very simple to get dialed in for your product in the M3.
And then there's the forgiveness behind the twist face.
Yeah, so then you have the straightness of twist face, you have the new hammerhead slot, which provides more ball speed and more ball speed on a larger area of the face. This little slot design right here allowed us to make our face thinner and more flexible. And so the sweet spot on this in fact was 39% larger on the M3 than the M1 of last year. So you combine that with the adjustability, the Y track and the loft sleeve, and then of course the design and the aesthetics, the new matte silver and gloss carbon fiber. It looks like a race car to begin with, but it performs like one too.
Well, and if it's a race car, then its racing teammate has to be the M4, which doesn't have the adjustability, but makes up for it with a lot of ball speed.
No doubt. I mean, this is going to be more forgiving around the track, so to speak. You know, in the sense that all the weight that we've carved out in this M4, we've put in the back. 41 grams of weight. So the inertia has gone up, the stability. When you hit it off center, the ball speed is going to be maintained. The sweet spot on this one is 67% bigger than last year's M2, which was incredibly forgiving. And part of that's made possible not only from twist face and hammerhead, but this geoacoustic sole. Sunken in sole, controls sound and feel, but it also allowed us to make the face a little bit bigger, freed up volume. It does have some adjustability with the loft sleeve, plus or minus 2 degrees, 12 positions, so you can adjust for loft and face angle a bit. Not quite as much as M3, but still enough to get dialed in a bit.
And let's just reiterate that. 67% larger sweet spot.
You nailed it. That's a big, I mean, when you're talking about the places where most golfers hit it, and what you get the advantage of, not only from the speed, but twist face in terms of direction and straightness, it's game changing.
Now, if people want more information about the M3, M4, everything from TaylorMade Golf, where do they go?
Oh, TaylorMadeGolf.com, of course.
All right, Brian, thanks as always for the time.
Thanks, Ralph.
I want to thank Brian Basil for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.